Here I've got a example where I'm going to show you how I do the pear painting project, but because it's just me, Mr. Rice, I'm going to egregiously cheat and show you some of the things that Ultra Carol can do. So I've got this picture here of Link from the Minish Cap, of course, everyone's favorite Game Boy Advanced Zelda, obviously. And here I wrote about 70 lines of Python, and this is full-fledged Python. It is not Carol Python. I'm using the Pillow library, and I'm going to interact with CSVs. I'm going to have it open up the bitmap file that Link was in, and then knowing the image size is 32 by 32, and making an array of hex colors. I'm going to step through every one of the pixels and store the hex color code of that pixel in the array. So I'm going to make a list of all of the pixel colors in Link. And then I'm going to print out to the console that I stored them, that they're in a list somewhere in this program file. And then I'm going to make a new spreadsheet. It doesn't exist, but it'll pop up over here. And I'm going to write in the commands to get started. And then I'm going to go through and write out the commands for every one of the things that I need to have happen. So this is a fairly complex set of control structure, or fairly complex control structure. The first thing here is a guard clause. So if I'm all done, if the whole thing is each time I go through a row, I want to have the column counter go up by 1. So each time I pull a new color, I'm imagining I'm moving one column to the right in the pixel. And then this is, if I hit 32, that means that I'm at the end of a row. So here's my end of a row marker. And then all of these things down here in this if else statement, that's what happens when I hit the end of a row. The first thing that could happen is I might be at the end of my picture. And so this is the guard clause. And it will just fully stop the program there. And I will end the whole thing if I have hit the end of the image, if I'm 32 rows up to match my 32 rows over. If I'm not at the end of the program, then I need to go up one row. And so I'm going to have Carol turn right, go up a row, and then go all the way to the left-hand side where she can turn back around and be ready to do the next row. And then if I'm not at the end of a row, then I just have Carol move forward one space. So that's the whole setup. Those are all the commands that I want to have happen. And it's going to programmatically write this to a CSV file, which you'll see in just a second. So in order to make this run, I should just be able to do Python and then I just put the file name in, make hex from image.py, and boop, there we go. Hex colors captured from image, stored in a list, written to CSV file, and then here's that CSV file that popped into existence. And if you look at this, it is just those Carol commands. So I'm going to take all of this, and it's pretty long. So I'm going to take this and just grab all of it, copy, and then over here, I've got the place where I want to put it. And that's it. So now I've got the whole thing. I can go up here, I add this little comment up at the top. I'm just going to hit run. And you can see, whoop, Carol crashed into a wall. My world is not the right size world. My apologies, reset. And now if I run it, Carol does go up to the top and she paints it top down. That's mostly because the Pillow program reads the file from top down. So I just wanted to match that. But you can see it's got a fully color accurate copy paste of all of those things. These are the skills that you're going to have as you get more and more advanced with your Python programming. And it's really, really useful to be able to do tricks like this, to be able to manage small amounts of data where there's not really a good way or a good system to do that in a computer. But anyways, that's it. I egregiously cheated on the Ultra Carol project. You can see I've got 2,200 lines of code that were all generated by not me. I only had to write 70 lines of code and know how to run a few commands. So in any case, I hope that this was entertaining and perhaps a little educational for everybody. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.